What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Money Mayor back here with another video for you guys. And in today's video, I'm going to be going over some sales I was able to take advantage of on the GBPJPY last night. I'm really just ready to hop straight into the breakdown and just give you guys this information on how I was able to catch these sales. So if you haven't already, go ahead and drop a like on this video. And if you're not already subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button right now. And without further ado, let's get straight into the video. Alright guys, so to start today's breakdown, we're going to start on our highest time frame, which is the weekly time frame. And for this week, this was last week's weekly close candle right here. And as you can see, price had ended up closing at a form of resistance, or as you can call it, a lower high point within the overall bearish market after we sat here and broke this support right here. We broke also a support right there. And then it started to transition over into our overall bearish type of bias for our weekly time frame. Transition to the daily time frame, you can see we're kind of within a consolidated zone within price, meaning price is stuck in between two price points and it's just constantly, bouncing its head off of a resistance and a support area. You can see that resistance and support area shown right here. And within this consolidation zone, though, I'm still only anticipating sales because of that higher time frame weekly bias. So keep that in mind as we sit there and dive deeper into our lower time frames. From the daily, I'm just going to jump straight down to the 1 hour time frame. And on this 1 hour time frame, I was able to sit here and have this counter trend line here, or it's a bullish trend line, but I'm overall looking for a bearish move. So to me, it's kind of a counter trend line. And I was just simply tracking all these higher low points found in price. You see price is making, from this point here, we had broke structure here around this point. We had broke a support area right there and then started forming higher low points, higher low points, higher low points. This is all bullish, just bullish activity on this higher time frame. Oh snap. And we also have a higher low point here. Now, this higher low point in particular is our higher low point that I was looking for to be broken in order for me to sit there and start looking for selling opportunities. And eventually we did sit there and break this higher low point here. And this would be considered as a break of structure on our 1 hour time frame. So from this point on, I already know that the next lower high point that I see is going to give me that green light type of feeling to sit there and execute some type of selling opportunity on the trade. So I'm going to sit here and replay my chart because this is our current price right here, and I took advantage of this whole move right here. So on our 1 hour time frame, we have a break of a support, and now we're on these candles here. It looks like we're retesting this support right here, and that's exactly what we were doing on our lower time frames. If we go down on our 15-minute time frame here, this is our break of structure right here. Price came back and retested this same area. Came back and retested this area here. And this is the area when I was looking to get my first entry opportunity, because around the London session, I sat there and noticed that, okay, we had broken a form of support. And we came up and retested that area of support. And using my Fibonacci tool, as I just placed out, you can see that price ended up rejecting the 50% level. And not to mention the biggest confluence that we broke that 1 hour counter trend line that was tracking all this previous bullish volume. So once I sat there and got all that data processed in my mind last night, I was fully confident in entering this type of selling opportunity based off of my 5-minute time frame. I'm just going to sit here and label 15-minute support and resistance so y'all don't get lost in the sauce while I go down my 5-minute time frame. Pink represents our 15-minute time frame, so don't forget that. This is our 61.8% area right here. I mean, not 61, I'm sorry, 50% area right here. On our 15-minute time frame, and projections would be to sit there and make a new lower low point from this new respected lower high point. Go down on my 5-minute time frame. This is where you can sit there and see the exact candle that I decided to enter off of, which was this bearish candle right here. Reasons why I sat there and decided to enter off of this candle in particular is because I already seen that on this 5-minute time frame, This right here is the area of retracement on that 15-minute time frame. This area right here is where price was gaining enough bullish volume to sit there and hit this 50% level right here. So I was saying here, just seeing that, okay, price had broke support right here. We had the breaks of support. This main support here. Transition over to a bearish type market. And now from that point on, the next lower high point is essentially where you want to sit there and start looking for your entry opportunity based off of some type of Fibonacci like that from your lower high to your new lower low. And then the new lower high was formed around the 61.8 area. I was in the move around this time. I woke up around literally like at 2 o'clock. So it was like right here, I hopped on the charts and I seen all this going on. So I already kind of known I missed the best entry to get into the move. But then once we sat there and formed this bearish candle here on the 5-minute time frame, which is very different from all other candlesticks, as you can see. Every other candlestick has some type of bottom wick and some type of wick at the top. This candle right here had no wick to the top. That lets me know that there's no type of bullish volume within that candle right there, and I should be pretty safe to sit there and enter that trade, considering the fact that there's no bullish volume shown on that candle right there. So this was my first main entry. And as you can see from that point on, price kind of went kind of crazy. Like it was pretty drastic. Like I literally checked my phone, looked up, and we was deep in profit. I'm gonna get my exact entry, which is at 159, 129. Right around there. And I was risking about 10 pips. It was about 11 pips, 10 pips I was risking. I was just trying to make sure that my stop loss was above this candle right here, making sure that you place your stop loss above an area of fluctuation. But it's like I said, since there was no type of bullish volume on this candle, I felt pretty confident that price was not going to sit here and exceed the highs of this candle right here. And I ended up getting out at 158,585, which was roughly about 54 pips, which was a pretty decent amount of pips to sit there and catch on one type of setup. So this was my first entry, and then I sat there and let the market breathe for a little bit, and I was able to sit there and take advantage of this second entry opportunity here based off the 5-minute time frame. New 5-minute structure would look something like this, where we have a 5-minute resistance up here. 5-minute support is found all the way down here. You gotta cover that wick as well. And then if I measure this retracement right here, this is a 38.2%. Very aggressive a push. You know, if you watch my Fibonacci video, you would then know that 38.2% is just a very aggressive Fibonacci type of move, you know. So once I seen that it was respecting 38.2%, and then once I seen it made my perfect entry candle, which is a bearish engulfing, and engulfing meaning that price engulfed the previous candle. So right here, as you can see, this bearish candle engulfed this bullish candle here. That lets me know that, for one, there's a breaker structure on lower time frames, and for two, that sellers are back completely in control. And I entered and took advantage of that move as well. My take profits was at 157,750, and it lined up right where that take profit one level is on the Fibonacci tool. But that isn't really exactly why I got that take profit. It was really just based off of my 4-hour time frame analysis and seeing that we had this demand zone down here, and I was anticipating price to sit there and come into this demand zone, grab some liquidity, and then continue, you know, doing what they do. But I was already out of the move, and it was a very good sell, very clean, very quick, and it really couldn't have went any better than the way it did, just based off of all this technical work I was explaining. So yeah, this was really the breakdown. It was very simple and clear to me. I hope you guys really sit there and see it as much as I do, just based off of at least the 1 hour time frame perspective. Once you see a break of structure on the 1 hour time frame, like we did here, we had a bearish break. Then you already sit there and know that, okay, we should sit there and start transitioning to over a new type of market environment. So, I mean, hey, it was all pretty good to me, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video and the breakdown, and I'll catch you guys next time.